People's dislike for Sparky, the new mascot introduced in season 9 of the Fairy OddParents, stems from several interconnected factors that collectively contributed to the character's negative reception. His introduction was so god-awful, he only appears in season 9. Nobody was feeling Sparky. In addition to debuting Sparky, this season is the first to feature Poof in the opening sequence. It's also the first since his birth that he doesn't appear in every episode. Numerous sources claim that it was decided to take Sparky off the program after this season, making it the only one in which he appears, and to have Man's worst friend mark his last appearance. Higher ups made this decision because they were influenced by how Nickelodeon and the fans responded to him. As Sparky is not mentioned in season 10 or any of the new installments, they threw that dog out. But hey, look on the bright side. At least Nickelodeon listened to the fans. There's no way they can get any worse. Sparky's introduction felt redundant to many fans. The Fairy OddParents already had a well-established and beloved cast of characters, including Timmy Turner, Cosmo, Wanda, and Poof. Adding another character, especially one that did not significantly contribute to the storyline or character dynamics, was considered unnecessary. Fans felt that Sparky could have added more value to the show, but rather clutter it with an extra and often annoying presence. Why I feel like I already talked about this. Sparky's basically the dog version of Cosmo and Mr. Turner combined. They already jumped the ship with introducing Poof 3 seasons ago and adding another addition to the cast. Sparky's personality was a significant departure from the humor that fans have grown to love. His overly enthusiastic, hyperactive behavior and the way he often acted without consideration or consequence came across more annoying than endearing. The humor associated with Sparky often felt forced and lacked the cleverness and charm that categorized earlier seasons of the show. Instead of bringing fresh and engaging comedy, Sparky's antics frequently disrupted the flow of episodes and grated on viewers.
Sparky, why'd you do that?
Dogs chew, and I got a great deal on the carpet.
Oh my gosh, your dog can talk?
No he can't. He just barks funny.
I do. I bark funny. Barf, barf. See? I mean, who does that?
Sparky disrupted the established relationships and chemistry among the main cast. Fans have developed strong attachments to the interactions between Timmy and his fairy godparents and other supporting characters. Characters like AJ and Chester were pushed to the side and forgotten. Sparky's presence shifted the focus away from those beloved dynamics, diluting the quality of interactions that the fans have come to appreciate. This shift made it difficult for viewers to accept and embrace the new character.
She's allergic to your lack of talent.
Let's be so for real, fans were not kind to Sparky, and I can understand why. It seemed that continuity had been abandoned by now. Let Sleeper Dogs Lie being a notable offender because it retconned the events of the secret origin of Denzel Crocker from season 3. And episode plots became incredibly generic and unoriginal because they frequently recycled previously developed plots. The disregard for established storylines and character backstories created a sense of inconsistency and carelessness in the narrative, frustrating longtime fans who value the show's continuity. The secret origin of Denzel Crocker goes over the history of Mr. Crocker and why he became the way he is. Wanda and Cosmo were originally his fairy godparents, and unfortunately, thanks to Timmy, he lost them. There was no mention of Sparky being involved, adding more continuity errors and plot holes. Like, how are you just gonna ask Sparky and be like, oh yeah, he was also Crocker's dog from back then? That doesn't make no sense. Another major criticism of season 9 was the prevalence of generic and unoriginal storylines. Many episodes felt like rehashed versions of earlier seasons. For example, the episode Desperate Without Housewives was criticized for reusing the plot of Love Struck from season 3, an episode that was not well received to begin with. Desperate Without Housewives is about Mrs. Turner starting the episode by pestering Timmy about something related to the restroom. Timmy, Cosmo, Mr. Turner, and Crocker all concur that their lives would be infinitely better off without women. A society without women.
Don't do it.
However, they come to understand that the mistake of their ways when Cosmo grants the wish to have no women in the universe for a full day. Without Mrs. Turner watching over the house, it soon descends into chaos within 5 minutes. Even worse, soon after, aliens pulled up claiming that all their women had vanished and that they were helpless to save themselves. They threatened to destroy the planet unless the males could feed them. Y'all couldn't feed yourselves? Y'all really came all the way from your planet to planet Earth to get fed? Oh my god. While Lovestruck, Timmy wishes that all the girls leave Dimsdale, where the planet is divided into Himsdale and Hersdale. Male and female mistrust and the lack of love swiftly turn into a full-fledged warfare. This trend of recycling plots made the show feel stale and uninspired, with Sparky's character often being shoehorned into these lackluster narratives. The introduction of Sparky coincided with an increased focus on characters like Denzel Crocker and Timmy's dad, often at the expense of more balanced storytelling. Episodes frequently relied on repetitive and predictable gags involving these characters, further diminishing the overall quality and originality of the show. The over-reliance on certain characters combined with Sparky's unwelcome presence contributed to the sense that the show was running out of fresh ideas. Sparky was not seamlessly integrated into the existing framework of the Fairy OddParents. Unlike Poof, whose introduction brought a new dynamic without overshadowing the core elements of the series, Sparky's character felt like a rush past job. Like, you know how you call the people in your apartment building, you ask them to fix the sink but don't really fix it, they just do a past job? Yeah, that's what Sparky is. This lack of integration made Sparky feel like a superficial addition rather than a meaningful part of the series. With season 9, the show also introduced a new HD intro with feature redrawn animation and the addition of Poof. While the updated animation was passable, it reused Vicky's head gags from season 1, with only the Sparky head gag being new. Oh my god, it's not funny. This reuse of old content in the updated intro symbolized a broader issue of rehashed material within the show, contributing to the perception that the series was no longer putting in the effort to innovate or evolve meaningfully. Overall, Sparky's purpose in the Fairy OddParents was met with significant criticism due to his redundant and annoying traits. The disruption of established character dynamics, the abandonment of continuity, the prevalence of unoriginal plots, the overuse of certain characters, poor integration into the show, and mixed reception of visual changes, it's like Fairy OddParents kept shooting themselves in the foot. Like, oh my god. These factors collectively contributed into the character's poor reception and the rapid decline of the show's quality during season 9 and beyond. But let's be so for real. We all know what butchered the Fairy OddParents. If Sparky was the nail, then Chloe was the goddamn coffin. And there you have it, the many reasons why Sparky from the Fairy OddParents was so widely disliked by fans. But what do you think? Do you agree with these points, or do you have a different perspective on Sparky's role in the show? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more topics about your favorite shows and characters. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.